This presentation provides an overview of non-experimental quantitative research designs. First, we're going to review the purpose of non-experimental research designs, and then outline different types of non-experimental research designs. The purpose of non-experimental research designs is really to describe participants or traits or relationships, usually without an intervention. Different types of non-experimental research designs include descriptive, comparative, correlational, predictive, and causal comparative. Descriptive studies, which we'll talk more about in much detail next module, describe a phenomenon. And statistics usually show us things like frequencies, percentages, and averages of overall phenomenon. Comparative studies show us the relationship of one variable to another between groups. So in these instances, we have two or more groups, and we're comparing the variable differences. This does not mean that we're showing causation. So when we show a relationship between two variables, we are not saying that one of them causes the other. We're just showing a comparison. Correlational studies determine if there is a relationship between variables. And we do this using a correlation coefficient. You'll see the term bivariate correlation in the literature a lot of times, and this really just means we're looking at two variables. Correlational studies can also make predictions, and we do that using multiple regression analysis, coefficient multiple correlations, and logistic regressions. Some things we'll talk about more in depth as the semester goes on. But for correlational studies, it's important when you're looking in research articles to look for the word significant and Pearson product moment correlation coefficient. These words indicate that what you're looking at is a correlational study. Then there's causal comparative. So in this instance, there is no control in the study. Instead, it's a natural experiment looking at things that are happening, naturally occurring with individuals. This is particularly very useful in education. So think about if you're a school counselor and you're looking at the impact of parental involvement on student achievement. You as the researcher do not have control over the parental involvement of that student. But instead, you'll design a causal comparative study that looks at the naturally occurring impact of parental involvement on student achievement. Concluding main points. The purpose of non-experimental research designs is to describe participants, traits, and relationships without interventions. There are various types of non-experimental research designs, which we outlined, and each type of research design has specific requirements for the groups and variables involved.